Hello and welcome to this video from Wilderness Photographic. We're going to look at a series of compositional tools that you can use for your photography. The reality is all cameras are good these days, so the real difference between an adequate shot and a really good shot is all about your composition. So let's get started. We finally have a dry sunny day in Cornwall, which is fantastic to see. So we've come down to the very recognisable Will Coates mine workings, and we're going to take some compositions of this very famous scene really. You can see it in postcards all the time. We're going to use a few different techniques to see how we can represent it in different ways. One of the pieces of story that we have here is the connection of the mine workings with the ocean, and they reckon that some of these tunnels under the seabed go out maybe a couple of kilometres underneath, and at low tides the miners could actually hear the boulders rolling around on the seabed, which is pretty terrifying to think of. So a lot of the buildings we have around here would have been pump houses and bringing all that water up, but I think that part of the narrative of the connection of the building with the sea and looking out onto the Atlantic Ocean is going to be really important to try and convey as one of our images. An absolute classic compositional rule or tool, call these things rules but they're not really because you can throw them out, is the rule of thirds. And that's where we imagine that our scene is divided by lines going throughout the frame that turns that image into three sections vertically and horizontally. And the real magic happens where those points intersect. And if we can put our main subject, our main point of interest on one of those intersections, the eye will naturally be drawn towards it. So with this image here with the mine house and the ocean, what I'm going to try and do is get the line of the ocean in that top third, so the sky is the top third, ocean bottom 2/3. I'm going to have the land on the first third over on the left hand side of the frame with the engine house on the intersection. The idea being that your eye will be drawn to the mine house and then kind of drift off into the ocean and come around it. So that's an absolute classic, and if all else fails, see if you can divide your image down into those three parts in both directions and put your main point of subject on that little intersection. Yeah, if you look at this grill first, it's quite interesting because you look right the way down there. Do you think you can make a little splash with your shoe just where you had your foot there? Ready? Okay, again. Hello and welcome to another video.
Get out of your
Run down the cliff!
Welcome to Wilderness Photographic blah 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 blah.